There's a lot of content coming to movie theaters this year. I want to show you the May summer 2023 release schedule. May's just around the corner. There's not really much coming out April 27th or the 28th, which is this week. Most of the big films dropped last Friday. Still pretty much taking everything is Mario. Mario will continue to dominate all the way until May, I believe. I think it's got the next 2 weeks as well. There's not really much in its way. Big George Foreman, maybe. But I just don't see that. I don't see that getting in Mario's way. You really need another family-friendly film to get in that juggernaut's way. And that's going to happen on May 5th with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That movie, predicted to do mediocre. The jury's still out on that one. I think anything is possible because I hear that that's actually a good movie. The best Marvel movie since Endgame. Not saying too much because Endgame wasn't honestly that great compared to Infinity War, but that's certainly better than we've heard in a while when it comes to Marvel. So who knows? It could have good word of mouth and really pick that movie back up. May 12th, not a lot. May 16th, not a lot. But May 19th, Fast and the Furious 10. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, and we're going to come back to this list, is because Fast and the Furious 10 has a big budget. $340 million, at least according to this Film Stories outlet. On November 18th, 2022, it was reported that this film has a $340 million budget. It's also what shows up on a Google search. Look at John Wick, $100 million. Fast 5, $125 million. This one, $340 million. This movie's going to need to make a shitload of money to make a profit. It's going to mean to probably make $800 million. I don't think that that's going to happen. Let me show you why. Fast fatigue settling in. Fast X projected for weak $65 million opening. That is pathetic for a movie like this. I guess the family's just done supporting the movie. It was bound to happen. There have been 9 films released in the Fast and the Furious franchise. They have amassed a total of $6.6 billion worldwide over the past 2 decades. Fast X, the 10th installment in the franchise, is not getting good early numbers. It's currently set to have a weekend opening of $65 million week. For comparison's sake, Furious 7 had a $147.2 million domestic opening. Now, it's important to note that this $65 million opening is just for domestic. Just for domestic. So internationally, it could do okay. It's tough to tell. Like, the international numbers could save the movie. That has happened before in several different big movies. But like they note here, what's going to kill this movie is this gigantic budget of $340 million. It's going to need to make like $800 million to make money. And it's not just this World of Real place reporting that. Box Office Pro also has it petering out. A long-range box office forecast, Fast X trending towards 65 through 70 million plus domestic start and early outlook. Here's the problem with this movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still going to be rather fresh in the theaters for this movie. Because, I mean, this movie, if Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is a big hit, or at least has good word of mouth and people are enjoying it, it'll give the movie legs, which means since there's nothing really releasing May 12th, we got Book Club, Fool's Paradise, Knights of the Zodiac, Rally Road Racers, looks like a kid's movie, and Hypnotic. Really don't see anything in here. Who's making this Rally Road Racers movie? I wonder if this can actually beat Mario. From the producers of Shrek. This isn't an Illumination, is it? I don't know anything about this Rally Road Racer shit. That could be a surprise hit, as long as it doesn't have any grooming in it. Maybe that will also hurt Fast X, because this is a family movie, and people are always looking for reasons to do stuff with their kids, especially where you can just kind of chill, and that's what movies do. That's going to hurt Fast X if that's the case. So let's go back to this list. So let's just forget about those movies. I don't think they're going to really do much of a dent in Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy will go up against Fast X. Fast X will obviously take number one. At that point, there'll be enough of a drop on Guardians of the Galaxy where it can do that, but I don't think it's going to really hurt it too badly. Fast X in that movie will probably be almost neck and neck if this $65 million opening is true. That Guardians of the Galaxy X will still be making like $40 million that week. So, or Guardians of the Galaxy 3, not Guardians of the Galaxy X. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will still be making money that weekend. So that's going to eat into that box office. And it's not just that. Look what comes out a little bit later. So May 26th, there's not really much there. I mean, the Little Mermaid comes out the next week. That'll be interesting. But then what comes out the next week after that? Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So Fast X is right there, then Little Mermaid, then Spider-Man, then Transformers, Rise of the Beasts, then The Flash, Pixar's Elemental. Like every week, there's a big movie. Every week. Indiana Jones comes out 2 weeks later. That movie's probably going to be a hit. Even if it's not good, it'll probably still do good, for the first week. So, like every week, there's a big banger coming out. Fast X is screwed. That movie's going to be a gigantic flop. At least that's my prediction. And, how many of these movies do we need? I like a lot of them. I'm not going to lie, but I didn't even see the ninth one. Didn't watch it. I've seen every other one but that one. And once Paul Walker died, they should have just stopped. The one after he died that I watched sucked. It's just not good. I think it's the one where like Dom's surprise kid shows up. I thought that one sucked. Without Paul Walker, the franchise just sucks, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree, but they should have ended the franchise there. They did what they could with what they had when he died. They should have just ended there. It sucks without him. So I think you're going to see that's going to be one of the biggest bombs of the year. $65 million on a $340 million budget, which means, with marketing and all that shit, you're looking at $800 million. And it's not going to make that. This is going to be one of the biggest flops of the year. Probably worse than Ant-Man. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed to that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.